The year is 1202, and the Fourth Crusade has got underway, led by Venice as they provide many ships for the Frankish and Flemish crusaders to sail eastwards towards Egypt to seize it for the crusading hordes. And the Venetians, though, they're greedy souls and they need payment before they can take the crusaders east. So they ask the crusaders to help them siege the great fortress at Zara and claim it for the Venetian Republic rather than it being in the clutches of the Hungarian crown. The Pope has excommunicated the entirety of the crusading army for this blasphemous act, attacking fellow Christians while on crusade. But it will not stop the Venetian doge and his hired blades as he now aims to conquer much of the Dalmatian coast. What's up, guys, and welcome back. We're here with another 1212 AD historical battle, and it is the siege of Zara, fought in 1202, as the intro sort of gives away. And yeah, it's a part of the Fourth Crusade, disastrous Fourth Crusade, that does end up arriving at the walls of Constantinople rather than in the walls of Cairo in Egypt. But yeah, it's the first siege before they then sail on to Constantinople and siege and take it 2 years later. Yeah, the Venetians basically for sort of like basically the Crusaders are short of cash. Most of the Crusaders actually can't pay their for all of the Venetian boats that are produced. The Crusaders bring about half of the expected force, around about 10 to 15,000 Crusaders, I think, and they're expected to give provide at least double, because the Venetians had made double the ships because they expected more Crusaders to arrive. So the Venetians like, well, you got to pay for all of these ships that we've spent time and effort making, and the Crusaders didn't have enough cash. They're like, well, I guess we'll help you take some cities, which they do, basically. And Zara is on that list, as we've got some Venetian cavalry here stopping some Cuman lancers from getting towards these trebuchets. So it looks like they've still managed to get towards them. A Doge's bodyguard over here going in silence the Cuman cavalry there. But yeah, the Pope basically is outraged at hearing that the crusade has been derailed. And he excommunicates everyone involved. He does later unexcommunicate all of the Crusaders that aren't Venetians, but he keeps the Venetians stay excommunicated throughout the entirety of the Crusade. Seems those conniving and blasphemous Italians doing a lot of damage. But yes, this is a crusade basically led by Doge Dondalo and a whole bunch of other sort of crusaders as well. Not many like famous ones that you necessarily know about. I'd say Doge Dondalo is probably one of the more famous ones, to be honest. Or Enrico, his full name is Enrico Dondalo. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of other like Frankish lords that also get involved that don't really like necessarily, not all of them necessarily partake in this actual siege. A lot, actually, quite a few of them stay away from the siege lines and don't get involved. But as you can see here, the Flemish have gone in. So we've got, because Baldwin of Flanders is one of the, there is a Baldwin of Flanders, of course, always present at the Crusades. He is involved in the siege, and that's why we have the Flemish here represented. We also have Lorraine here, because Lorraine is supposed to represent like all the Frankish sort of like forces. So there are quite a few like different like minor Frankish lords. There's like the Duke of Champagne, who was like supposed to go, but he ends up dying. So I think a lot of his like his retinue still end up going.
The enemy's walls have fallen.
But he's not the other one. We've got Boniface of Montferrat, who obviously goes, but it's no Montferrat. Baldwin of Flanders, as I said. You've got Pope Innocent is the Pope, but he doesn't actually presently go. Louis of Blois, Hugh of St. Paul, there's a few other ones as well. But yeah, so to represent like all these minor Frankish lords, we do have the Lorraine forces here. On the defense, we do have 2 Hungarian armies and 2 Croatian armies, since well, Croatia is the area that's being attacked, so it seemed only appropriate to have them here. And also we don't often have them being used. And they are, I think Croatia is actually about at this point, it is a Hungarian vassal. Yeah, in go the infantry here. This is all tier 1 because we are technically actually before the start date of 1212 AD, but only by a decade. So yeah, everything you should see on the battlefield will be tier 1. So you got more foot knights here fighting against Moldavian warriors in this first fight. I was going to say, numbers-wise, the Crusaders have 9,900. The defenders have 9,600. The Crusaders have already lost, about 400 troops. The defenders lost about 200 already in these early stages of the siege. Quality-wise, though, I'd say the Crusaders have better troops. They've got shock for a change, which the defenders don't have available. They do have them in their roster, but just not for tier 1, I believe. Or they may just think they should bring them for the price, maybe. Certainly no, Croatia doesn't have shock available in its tier 1. I think Hungary does, though. And there's a lot of like cheap light spears as well that have also been brought, like militia spears over here. So though they may have numbers, they don't necessarily have quality to the defenders. But it is a super, super close siege. So it's definitely snack and drink worthy. So if you haven't got yourself a snack and a drink, I recommend you go and do so right now. And if you haven't already as well, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and comment, show your support. It really does help out the channel as we work towards 15k subs. If you want to see more medieval madness on the channel, you're a fan of all things medieval, you know what to do. You know what to do. You've got the Flemish shock infantry engaging. It looks like more Moldavian infantry by the looks of it. I think it's just more, more. Oh, communal spears actually. So yeah, these are all Croatians, which like I don't even recognize them because we don't ever see them on the battlefield. We've got the dismounted necks over here, which is dismounted knights, but it's just necked in Flemish. They're getting stuck in. I think these guys are chevroned up quite a bit as well. They're actually triple bronze chevroned already. So they are going to be a menace. They're going to have to deal with them, that's for sure. Are those defenders? And I see they're doing like the Rome 2 strategy, kind of like using siege towers as sort of block, I guess, and against any kind of potential cav sally out. My crossbows right now, they're dueling with the crossbows behind. All they can really hit, there's no real great targets, but also taking out opponent's range is always a good idea. Means they can't shoot your more vulnerable units. Looks like I think the cav was about to sell out again, these medium cav here, but they've changed their mind having seen the heavy shot cav loitering nearby the crossbows here, getting ready. Setting up the ballistari there. There goes the wall, collapsing. And now another breach has been opened up there for them to contest. The spears already over here are contesting this one. They are losing actually these sergeant spears as they go in. Spears actually aren't too bad in 1212 as well as an aggressive unit. They actually probably have more melee damage, I believe. Not necessarily melee attack, but certainly more melee damage than a sword unit. And certainly the swords that I brought here today, which are foot knights, so they're pretty solid. That's for sure. Yeah, this is a scenario that we did on the channel on the Discord server a little while ago. At least when this came out. I think when I'm recording it, it's exactly the same day that we fought it as well. So I should have fresh memories of what actually happened in this battle. But yeah, if you ever want to get involved in any of these sort of scenarios and these custom, like streams that we do as well, feel free to join the Discord. Link is down below in the description, as always. And it's also the best place to send in any of your own replays, if you have any that you also want me to cover. If you play a lot of 1212 yourself, but maybe not in the same community, but you've got great videos, great replays, do send them in. And I may make them into a video as well. Very different sort of clash of different sort of like cultures going on here with the Moldavians and these heavily armored Flemish troops. Yeah, very different sort of armor types. Moldavians getting absolutely messed up right now. I mean, I think that's going to change though. Yeah, this amount of necks are getting focused down by archers. Interesting they brought archers rather than crossbows. We'll have to see how they do at the end. I don't think they're going to necessarily do as well as those crossbows. Maybe they can't bring crossbows as Croatia in tier 1. Maybe not. You might have a better joy arcing, who knows. On the wall here, Spadaccini Camuliani, which is a medium melee infantry. That's going on the wall there. Still struggling against the communal spears down here, which I think are light. Yeah, yeah, communal spears lights. There's a lot of spears. Look at this. There's so many reserves back here. Like they've got like a whole line in that front line. There's another line waiting behind. It's going to take us a long time to get through here. Zara is a port city, as I mentioned. So yeah, it makes sense that we have like it on a port setting here. Very, very cool. And this is using the Western map pack, which is, hence we have this glorious sort of like medieval looking town. It does look awesome. It's not yeah, what you get in obviously in typical 12-12. You have to add a few mod packs, but you can get it. Weirdly, the spears over here, these spearmen from Croatia just sallied out. I don't know what he was doing. I just pinned them with these spear sergeants here and then rear charged with the cab to take about 10 or so losses. Withdrawing. I also think the crossbows are shooting me from the inside of the wall. But yeah, an odd move, a waste of a spear, that's for sure. More swords routing on the walls here, which is again a big win for the attackers, keeping that man advantage. What they need to do. There you go, they're holding. I mean, I was going to say, it's a great tactic in 12-12. You'll see it a lot, and we are seeing it in this siege here. So you've got archers here shooting up onto the wall as they're, like, cheap infantry. I mean, spears is like, pretty solid now, like light spears, medium spears. Just hold better units on the wall. Like, these dismounted necks are being held nicely. And they're getting good side shots. It's a much better strategy if you use crossbows for it, because they're better armor piercing. But bows work. Gunners also kind of work, but I'd say probably the worst because they have the splash damage, which does morale damage to pretty much anything it hits, which can also include like friendlies. And we've got dismounted neck just getting off the wall here. It's the first sort of progress off the walls. The attackers have, made progress off the walls, but just more through breaches so far. Yeah, this side is going to be a bit tougher, I guess. They have no breach to use. Both the breaches on the other side, this is where both the artillery pieces were for the attackers. They were allowed 2 artillery pieces because trebuchets are, difficult to make breaches, where the multiple breaches is always better, in my opinion, and gives just a bit more variety. Siege towers is really hard to assault. The defenders were allowed 1 artillery, and they've chevroned it up the hell. It's still full ammo, while the attacking ones are pretty much spent when it comes to ammo. That one is pretty much out. This one's still shooting. I don't know what it's shooting at. Blobs of infantry, maybe? Yeah, communal infantry, nobles. So these are the best swords available for Croatia, fighting on the wall. They're heavy infantry, and they're taking on some Italian heavy infantry here. A banner of Venice being held high there by one of those infantrymen. And the breach point over here is also being contested. Again, heavy melee infantry beating light spears. They'll do that absolutely every single time. Just how long will it take for these guys to break through? Can take a while. Spears, though they're losing, they can hold for a while. They could do with getting some side shots or rear shots into this right now. The crossbows here, they can get the right angles, can just loop over the side, hit those spears, make that job really easy. Got javelins here, Dalmatian sailors. Cool unit. Won't lie. Don't know what it's Javi, man. Maybe the archers down below, I think, because they're taking quite a lot of losses. Again, more Italian dismounted knights here engaging. It looks like more Moldavian warriors. Again, they should win that one. Well, potentially. It depends if they get shot at, I guess, by range. Having some success over here. I managed to take out this spear sergeant by surrounding it, but it's cost me a foot knight in doing so. Also sent some more foot knights into this breach here as Moldavian warriors are now beating my sergeant spears back. So it's getting a little bit tough here. I'm starting, I would say, actually sort of running out of reserves. I've only really got shock left in my cav, like on my archers. I've really not got a lot of infantry left already. Looking a bit worrying. I've also helped my Italian ally over here. Well, not my Italian ally, my Flemish ally. Breakthrough here. Got some spears helping to support this fight. The Hungarians are slowly being pushed back from this breach point, which is a win. Militia spears here struggling. He's kind of reforming as well. That might actually undo him there. What is moving over here?
The men are broken and running for their lives.
Know where they're going. Hopefully not out the gate. There you go. They've actually managed to capture this corner over here. So Spadaccini, Camuliani, as long as they don't capture this, well, I mean, they can capture this, I guess, if they want to. They don't have to necessarily come down this, but they won't, if they capture it, they won't be able to use that tower anymore because it'll collapse. This is the better option to come down this position here. And they can sideshot that swordsman as well right now with all of their ballistari out there and get some great little shots into the side if they engage that. And it looks like spears are going to turn around, potentially get ready to deal with that Spadaccini. Problem with the Spadaccini coming off the wall makes it very vulnerable to any cav. We've got some mediums here from Croatia that potentially could go in, or the generals that could get sent in the band of Croatia. Either of those would be great options. Again, more breakthroughs going on over here, though. Malicious spears are wavering. These guys, more malicious spears here being thrown in. Progress being made by the attackers.
A unit is running from the enemy.
Oh, this is not good though. Hungarian knights waiting. Go in, and actually they're going to turn around and charge these spears. Not really in formation, so they probably will do okay. And there go the Hungarians going straight on into the spears. Not a bad result there at all for them, actually. Should do, yeah, I was going to say, winning decisively, routing a fair amount of those medium spears. Already down to 99 troops. Oh, that's sad to see. If they rout that spear, the sword is next for the taking as well. Even if it's like, you know, getting support from crossbows in behind, it's not going to matter at all. There goes the spear. Yeah, that's going to get farmed down, I think.
The enemy tower.
Gonna run through it one more time, make sure it stays gone. I mean, it's at least blocking that charge. But now, oh, or maybe not. They're just going to rear charge the knights anyway, and that is going to be GG for that little push. Unfortunate. Nearly worked. It's cost the Hungarians some troops, but I don't know if necessary enough.
Enemy units have rallied.
Spears starting to break over here, but more swords being fed into this choke point here. Because they nearly were through the spear sergeants there. We're starting to lose as well. The communal swords on these walls here still fighting on bravely and doggedly. They are battling on there. These communal swords will hold for ages. They bet well. That one's lost 40. That one's lost 20 troops. So yeah, not too bad there. Cav has been going into the breach here because it's just the sword holding here. So I'm trying to do damage to these Moldavian warriors with cavalry, which at the moment is not much use because there's no real threat of a sally out taking place right now. But having no real success there, to be honest. Like I said, running out of reserves to really throw in. I'm actually bringing forward a shock right now. Potentially going to send that in. It's only militia axemen, not the heavily armored shock infantry of the later ages that we know and love. Just some guys pretty much in padded jerkins with a big old forestry axe being sent in. Good little engagement here. Spadaccini should win this fight against the swordsman. You think, no, Pope. Got 95 against 153, and they're now losing. But no, great side shots here from the crossbows. Should mean they should win that fight, I would have thought. Unless, I guess, another rear charge comes in, which potentially it could. They can definitely sneak around
A
still.
unit is running
Knight's
from
still
the
winning on the
enemy.
wall over here. They've managed to rattle more of these swords here. Still very much up in the air who's going to win this wall, to be honest. Both sides, you know, winning and losing in a few areas here. More shock going up on the walls here. Got Brabazonian Godendag going up. So another Flemish shock being sent up. Plenty of ammo left. This is the only concerning thing. But we are starting to run out of options a little bit of what's sent in. Even though we have 7,600 troops, they have 7,300. I feel like I'm running out of infantry, to be honest. The two Venetian armies, I'd say, are probably the healthiest. The Crusader armies of Flanders and Lorraine taking a lot of the hits here.
Our men run from the enemy. This is shameful.
That kind of was the case a little bit in history. I mean, the Crusader army is absolutely battered, and if anything, when they needed more reliance on the Venetians, and that, hence why they end up sort of besieging Constantinople. They ever became more and more reliant on the Venetians because they had more manpower, more say. Crusaders falling back. Swordsmen falling back here, not Crusaders. Crusaders are advancing. In fact, the Venetians. Are they Crusaders? I think they're just businessmen, to be honest, in this endeavor. Just providing the boats and men, in fairness. But really, the boats is what matters. Cav charge going in here. That's going to go in against the sword unit. That's Spadaccini. They're not long for this world. R.I.P. Spadaccini. It's been an honor knowing you. Yeah, that's going to be a very dead sword in a moment there. There you go. More of these foot knights about to break it. That's the only problem. They're getting hit by the fire projectiles there. -4 morale. Yeah, the towers shooting them with their fire arrows doing some damage there. And look at that. Communal spears. They've actually managed to beat back the Venetians from that breach. I don't know if this Cav's gone in as well. It's pretty bad at 36. Maybe. And one of the crossbows broke over here actually as well for Venice. I think there's javelins. Oh, maybe no. Maybe the arch is actually shooting up there. Javelins have been silenced by swords, which is an easy win. But after that, they're kind of stuck on the wall. There's nowhere they can go. They can't get off anywhere. And right now, the arch is actually over here for the Croatians, getting great back shots at the back of those Venetian knights. And once they beat this javelin over there, the other knight's going to have the same fate in a moment, going for the exact same target.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Again, Moldavian warriors doing their best, holding his line. Fighting for a port they probably barely even know. Cav has gone in, yeah, this Cav here has just been cycling in and out. He's charging against spears. Not how wise an idea that is. Even if it is light. Oh no, it's a medium spear. Mercenary Bohemians trying to hold the line. They are losing. But I think that has more to do with the heavy spear infantry behind with triple gold chevrons that have been sent in. Yeah, this is a very unique sort of unit. It's kind of like an Iron Guard for 12-12. It's got really good melee attack. It's a heavy spear unit as well. You can get it in tier 1, 2, and 3 for the Venetians. It's called the Escutai. Escutai. It's a really good unit. And yeah, with gold chevrons on it, it's even more disgusting. So that will actually clear out these defenses. And like I said, spears are actually now kind of very viable in 12-12 and have been for a little while when they buffed them. Croatian commune over here still holding the line. Doing a great job. But I'm starting to run out of infantry. My last little major push is actually taking place over here. I managed to break through some of these swords here, Moldavian warriors, with my militia axemen. This militia axeman, though, has not fared so well against the spear line. I thought I can just smash into this breach and hold it, but I'm getting gunned down by crossbows. And my militia axemen, yeah. I mean, they're killing guys, but just not enough of them. And yeah, that's unfortunate. I was like, you know what? I'm not sending the last two into that fate either. So I've changed tact on what I'm going to do. I'm sending my crossbows down the line, and I'm going to start shooting into the backs of some of these engagement here and free up some of my my allies. And I think I've done it already here. I've managed to route this spear. Now I'm going to do the same with these other ones over here, route these Croatian commune nobles. Over on the other side, the attackers are making a little bit of progress, to be fair. We've got more Venetian knights coming off the wall. And they're kind of slowly working their way along this wall here. Again, fighting more Croatians, forcing them back, getting side shots into stuff if they can, here and there. And they seem like they're making a bit more progress than we are on this side. The Flemish here making a few mistakes, so they've got their crossbow sergeants engaged in melee. I don't think they're meant to be. The Brabazonian shock have lost, and yeah, these militia spears and the Moldavian warriors here are feeding off those crossbows. They should get easy kills there. There's dismounted necked as well, too battered to take advantage of that. I think, yeah, the rest of the crossbows are going to get up onto the wall, though, and that could be a good result there. Getting crossbows up onto the wall, that will really help. It'll force back this cav from the walls. They won't be able to stay just sort of like here and just, you know, keep charging stuff along the wall. If it gets off, the crossbows will gun it down. So that's huge. That's partially is a big win there, to be fair. You can see here swords have managed to beat the Croatian communal nobles. Eventually, I'm back-shotting this other one over here, and in a moment, Venice is going to have this wall freed up finally, and his spears are starting to get through. But my gosh, we've taken a fair few losses. It's only got 100-man difference in it. If anything less than that is really damn close. The man count. More spears being sent in, though, by the Hungarians. They refuse to give up this choke point. I mean, to be fair, if they let them in any of these breaches, it could be over. We can then feed cav in, get into the back of other, choke point battles and get hammer and anvils. My militia axemen over here are cleaning house. These Moldavian warriors taking them out. But there is another spear that's in the way. They should beat that, really, if they don't get interrupted by crossbows, but they are being interrupted by crossbows, and the crossbows are going to get great side shots into these axemen and probably end up killing a lot of them. They are battling away on the walls nonetheless, giving it their all. Keep fighting on the good fight, but yeah, they are another combat even right now. Although we're maybe going to be combat losing. I think the crossbows appear. Our swords struggling a little bit. They're obstructed apparently. It looks like they got a clear line of sight. Artillery firing in. That's kind of dangerous. That's kind of danger close to friendlies, but maybe they don't care. Maybe they like just take out that shock, whatever it takes. Might be the case. Just take it out, kill them all.
Unit has been destroyed.
Still, we got these. Oh no, these are the Italian knights rather than the Spanish necks. I mean, I'd say in particular, the Hungarians did a really good job holding this center, to be honest. We've not been able to push at all. Venice is now coming over here to help try and bail me out. He's sending over one of his elite spears. He's going to try and break through these spear sergeants. I mean, if we get through the spear sergeants, and maybe like something with Moldavian's warrior, it's just mainly like mercenary Bohemians, which are not that impressive. And then, yeah, just a few more spear sergeants and a bit of militia spears. Nothing insane. We're starting to slowly bleed them dry. It's mostly spears on the defensive. I mean, like I said, those spears are good. There is a mix of mediums and lights, that's for sure. And there you go. They've won on the walls over here. My crossbows are now assisting in this fight here as well. Shooting into the backs of these spears here, trying to assist Venetian heavy spears. if they can break through this soon, which they should now, there you go, that's huge. Huge breakthrough there. Now cavalry can get in. And all of a sudden, a breach has been made. And I told my ally, I was like, just engage as much as you can. So he's getting swords off the wall to engage everything and anything, like by the... And just pin everything down. So if we do break through here with the cav, which we should do, we can then rush into the back and hit, like, you know, spear units here. We can. We'll try our damnedest, that's for sure. The spears here just need to get a move on, try and pin these Bohemians as far away from the breach points so we can flood stuff in. I then gave the order for my... Oh, they haven't moved yet. My militia axemen are going to move over in that direction in a moment. Spoilers. So we are breaking through here as well. It could be another choke point opening up soon. Keep on spiking those boys on the old spears. They are kind of obscure, showing themselves now to the crossbows, which is still loads of them with ammo. Crazy. There's a bit of a general withdrawal going on, it looks like, from some of the defenders here. Yeah, a lot of Hungarians falling back, or maybe just reshifting their position. I think they need, more infantry over here really to pin stuff down, because they are slowly getting in, the Flemish and the Venetians on this side. If they can put a spear sergeant here to sort of block this choke point, then the Venetians can capture this gate, and then they can get all their infantry and their cavalry in from outside. And there's more elite spears on this side. They're not as well chevroned, but still chevroned. But yeah, they can get those boys in, and then they've also got all of the Flemish cavalry as well that they can get in. There's like 4 units of cav there. Get those in, it can do a lot of damage. And whose cav's this? The answer is Croatia's. Croatia's cav going in. Archers firing in there. I think the spears should be helping a little bit. Certainly on the withdrawal, I think they'll get pretty badly banged up. Yeah, already down to 54 out of 80. I see the general going in a moment here, the ban of Croatia. He might get sent in next, but the spears can set up, sort of, get a sheer wall going, they should be okay. Stop that cav from maybe giving it a go. Yep, as you can see, the spear sergeants are about to get broken through here, but the SQTI are now also getting focused down by missiles. They're going to send another spear to help block there, just to stop the breakthrough from taking place. This one's also losing on the side here, and Venice is running out of men. He's sending in his final spear. I am sending my shock over now. I was like, yep, that's the time. We need to get over there. I need to send more into that breach point. We've got a cav coming up as well, some knights. Look at this, wavering at a 78. That's outrageously high for them to be wavering. We are trying to get good side shots as well and back shots with the crossbows here. Doing a very good job. Should be able to weaken a lot of these Bohemians. I'm doing the same on the other side, trying to shoot the back of this spearman that's in a shield wall. We've got lots of swords coming off the wall here as well. Venice just needs to keep breaking through. Keep threatening to break through at least in a few places. The boys in red doing what they can do best. Cut through the enemies in front of them. Venice so strong. And there you go. Not looking so strong over there. They've broken through the heavy spear infantry. And that's the Bohemians being successful there. Good on them. And that's kind of most of the resistance in this front wall actually been defeated here by the Hungarians. Did a good job. Also has helped, made a difference. I've shifted my force over here to support the final Venetian push. We have like barely anything left. It generally is looking rough times over here. Over on the other side, a lot more successful, I'd say. Actually fighting archers with without ammo, which weirdly they've sent into melee. I would have just kept them back, saved them for the last stand or something. Every man might matter if it comes to army losses. actually falling back. The swords to allow the spears. Maybe to just like do the dirty work. I don't know. I think they actually know they're worried about the towers collapsing. Zara about to collapse. This dismounted Schneck here does not want to be going through the tower at the time it collapses. They're about to capture it. Yep, do not feed that through there, but he's about to do it. What's this going to go from 140 to something? Oh.
The enemy's tower has been destroyed.
112. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. This one over here, I think, might have, like, I think these swords just fully got collapsed by that tower. It's such an annoying thing when it happens. Spears there, yeah, win that fight annoyingly. That's not good. Numbers-wise, it's now 4,700 against 44. We've opened up a little bit of a gap since we last checked. This is about a 100-man difference. Still not looking great, though. Still very winnable here for the defenders. Gate is going to be obviously contested here. Ban of Croatia, he's moving forward. I don't know where he's planning on going, though. I think they're going to shoot him as he walks or rides on by.
The enemy have rallied their units.
I mean, they could send in some of the heavy spears through the gate now that they hold it, and that would certainly probably force back the defenders. Also would stop any cavalry from countercharging them. We'll see. But we are through. The spears broke here, and my cav is now just looped around a bit like where this general's gone here, and he's going to go in for a different charge. I think he's going in over here. But I've gone in for these crossbows, and we're starting to cut these guys down. And my knights, which have been so frustrated most of this siege, they're going to be able to get some kills. And there goes another gate. Has possibly done some damage. I don't think that's near as much damage as the other one did. And my shock is arriving as well inside. And we are going to have another opening here for the Crusaders. And what a crucial time as well, as we start to turn the balanced power around, at least in numbers. 4,600 against 4,000. And they should engage with their swords, should engage the spear here, to be honest, to stop things from retreating back to the final position. There's a pretty tight-knit final stand. There's like 1, 2, 3 openings. It's a very cool citadel as well. I don't know if they can get inside of it. Possibly, possibly not. Doesn't matter because the capture point's outside of it. I don't think they could. I think they could just stand in front of it and look very cool and cinematic if they wanted to. More engagement going on this side here, on the Flemish side we call it. Or the Flemish side and the Lorraine side. Fighting intensifies by this gate still, and it looks like actually... Oh no, they're just falling back. I thought they were going to be broken again. More swords on the wall here. They can just clear out archers, which for some reason with ammo left are staying here. What are they shooting at? Just cav? Soldiers? Yeah, archers are not going to hurt a very healthy, like heavy shock cav, that's for sure. You want crossbows for that, for armor piercing. Archers are great for sort of like going for lighter infantry. Weakened units, yes. And here goes the Ban of Croatia. He's going out of my out of the gates, and he's going after my crossbows, which are currently, for some pathfinding reason, not going through this breach, but they're going to go through this breach. And when I realized, like, oh god, it's too close, it's over. I need to set these boys up, really. And I've got my general running out of the gate. Duke's bodyguard, he's going after the Ban of Croatia. Should still beat him. He's got the chevrons to do it. I've Shock and another cav over here to support, but Hungary has seen an opportunity as well to support in this, cause more chaos. He's got his Hungarian knights, and he can potentially trap my general, my cav in the wrong positions here. There you go, the knights, they're going in. It kind of collapsed, so looks like I was saved by, even though we captured the tower, looks like my boys were saved. I think he pulled through my general a little bit. It's hard to say. Most of my cav, maybe from my general, is not out of the gate yet, or out of the breach. He's going into the crossbows here. Should rout these guys, I'd imagine, he's got a pretty good charge off of them. Poor crossbows have done such a good job as well. They don't deserve to die. They've got to go home after they've done their crusading. Duke's bodyguard here, chasing after the Ban of Croatia. Another good charge coming in here, though, from the Croatian. trying to just like, you know, bother these cavalry as much as possible. He is doing so much, you know, useful damage to my crossbows.
Stand and fight, damn you!
Trying to get my shock infantry to go out of the gate as well. My other cav is busily engaged with the Hungarian knights here. He's not winning this fight. But desperately tried to, you know, stop my my crossbows from getting overwhelmed, and then potentially also my general from getting overwhelmed. And my shot goes back into engage that unit. It also doesn't help that he pulls his general out of engagement against my gen. Here when I do eventually catch him. Puts himself at a disadvantage. Like, look how many knights he's lost there. He had a numbers advantage. Now it doesn't.
Return to the fight.
So I should win that fight there. And as you can see, we pretty much now hold this entire section of the city. The defenders are pulled right back. There goes one defender.
The enemy general is fallen.
One of the Croatian generals gone. I don't. Oh, and it's been supported. That's why I've killed him so quickly with the other doge's bodyguard. I don't know if there's any other like units for that Croatian player, but there might be. Definitely just sneak around the side here with these swords. They could just hit the side of these spear sergeants. If they wanted to. I mean, they maybe get shot by crossbows, but it's potential. And nuking these spear sergeants here with crossbows. Just taking the opportunity. I mean, they're right on the wall up here. Got a beautiful line of sight onto those spears down below.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
And yeah, as you can see, dropping a lot of them. And why not? I mean, why risk a knight's lives when you can just shoot with crossbows at range and really do damage to that Hungarian spear? Take no losses of your own. The only loss is ammo. There you go. They're going to go in. I think of the knights. They're going to attack. Yeah, the gate being captured now. As you can see, the soldiers is in. The equatores are in. And there goes a cav. I think it is trying to sneak around that gap. It's done a little bit of a mess of it. And they've helped break the spear anyway. It does not matter. I mean, they could charge this light spear, to be honest. It is a medium cav, but it could probably do some damage there. Looks like they're going to go after. We're going to go after crossbows, but yeah, I mean, it's really. I mean, they're kind of through. With this heavy cav here, they could definitely just smash a lot of these light spears, in my opinion. My cav over here has lost, but the shock infantry should help defeat this Moldavian warrior that went to assist. But this Hungarian knight's in a pretty bad situation now. Got a general here waiting patiently. He's going to go in. And then what have we got over here? Another general. Banner Croatia. I presume that one's then a king of... yeah, a king of Hungary. Not that the king of Hungary was at this siege. I don't even know if the Hungarian generals are even listed.
Our men run from the enemy. This is shameful.
There we go. Looks like we're going. Oh, thought maybe we were going to see a charge there from that general, but no, he's not going out. Oh god, the camera having a moment there. The I was going to say there's Escute here, holding the line. Cav coming in, seriously? Oh, he's going to go for the crossbows. Okay, okay. Crossbows here. I mean, there's generals back here that could be supporting if they wanted to. There goes the Hungarian general getting into the crossbows, but my military axemen getting, I mean, surrounded by cav, which can then get surrounded by spears, and get a general in here or something that we can definitely help kill this these generals off quickly. Or kill off this general. The cav might get out of there. Thankfully, the Hungarian king goes in the right direction that we want him to go in towards my general here. My militia axemen. A little safe for now. Still fighting on that side. How is the other side going? It's a breakthrough. There is a breakthrough taking place here. Soldiers are in. Hungarian general here engaging against the doge's bodyguard. We've also got some equatores, yeah, medium cap. They're going to lose that fight there, that's for sure. But infantry fighting over here, but it's looking good. The spears could just flank around here if they wanted to. Just just flank around if they fancy. And then here we go. The general there falling back. Yeah, Escalate here nearly broken. I'm chasing up this general here with my Duke's bodyguard. Again, going after more generals. Potentially going to get this one as well here. There you go, Spears circling this general, and he is done for. Oh, maybe not. Is that more cavalry joining the fight? Yeah, Hungarian knights, 11 of them, trying to rear charge the spears here. If anything, they might just be throwing their own lives away. That spear seems to be, well, seem to be unfazed.
Our men run from the enemy.
King's bodyguard starting to waver and break. There's still another general over there that is still yet to be taken out. There goes that cav. Hungarian's gone. This King's bodyguard also going. Result there, and that is kind of opening up this front over here. There's now not a lot left here. There's a couple of crossbows, some spears, a general, and the trebuchet crew. There's another spear here. Everything else is looking over at the Flemish, who are causing all sorts of problems with a bit of a breakthrough here. There goes their general. So this Baldwin of Flanders, he's going in.
A unit is running from the enemy.
Going for rear charges, lovely charges there into the backs of those Moldavian warriors who are probably fought on so hard. Moldavians have been one of the MVPs for the defenders today. This one, it's just a little bit too much. Being rear charged by heavy cav like that, that's just GG. There you go, they mass routed actually. And this is all that now stands in the way. There's a mercenary Bohemian spear here, another one, there's another spear there, and there's a sword on the back lines. What is this? It's a communal nobles, it's a good sword. And you want to cycle charge that really with cavalry. All the other choke points kind of guarded by spears. Surprising that they were pushing to defend this choke point, not just defending here instead. Because they could just fall back. I feel like just yeah, give ground at this point. I think it finally helped rout that unit over there, the Moldavian sword. And again, looking for more opportunities to go up to generals right now. Over on the other side, the Flemish are also kind of sitting off. They don't need to necessarily engage straight away. It looks actually they're capturing this tower. Oh, they are in the cap zone. The defenders aren't actually, so they could just like capture this tower and let it collapse on them, which is probably absolutely worth doing. These spear sergeants here pretty spent. You can capture that. That's one less obstacle in their way for their final assault. Still got some heavy melee infantry here ready to go. It looks like actually they're going to just go straight in. They're not weighing around. Don't blame them.
Fight, damn you.
Zara must fall, so the Fourth Crusade can continue on. My gen here is just running through his own men. Absolutely fine. Unit crossing's not a rule break in 12-12. If anything, it does damage to your charge. It just makes it worse. But in the end, we're going to pull off. We're going to go for a charge here onto the spears. Beautiful charge there by the cavalry, and then a rear charge there from the doge. That spear is going to see, is not going to see the light of day, put it like that. It's going quickly to its god.
A unit is running from the enemy.
General here potentially going to go in. Ban of Croatia. Going in, I turn around to counter charge, which is just about good enough. Over on this side here, the swords pushing on. Getting shot as they go. There's still so much ammo on a lot of these crossbows over here. Well, there's so much. These guys haven't got a lot. These two have got quite a lot left. As is that one over there, actually. Still have a lot of crossbows, to be fair. Problem is they're, like I said, running out of infantry. My general here, he's just about broken. That band, there you go, the band of Croatia killed. That charge there from the doge. I'm going to pull back my gen, I think, as should the Venetian player here, potentially. They could just sneak around. The spears are going to give ground as well.
Our men run from the enemy. This is
Shock goes in here to again stretch the defenses of the defenders. And there's a rear charge coming from one of the generals. I don't think that was wise. It's not really going to do a lot. They are causing a bit of a breakthrough there.
Our men have regrouped.
Still engaging with the spears here. I might honestly I think I just charge the spear in the back. It's already a light spear. Losing to the communal nobles over here are the mercenary Ferried. They are a light spear, light sword. Sorry, they will do. The breakthrough here is not really happened. The heavy melee infantry have been held in their place by Bohemians. Probably because the crossbows are doing a lot of damage, to be honest, on these remaining units. We have broken through the spears here. Now we're into the crossbows. With my gen, I was just like, just carry on, just keep on going. We're starting to master out things here. Look at that. That's huge. Spears breaking as well, which they cannot afford. Can the defenders? There you go. Bit of a master out going on for military crossbows. There goes the Croatians. They actually break there, even though they were beating the Beroverecci. And a whole bunch of units just broke there, unlocking a lot of defenses. My gen can go for a rear charge on this Bohemian spear here, unlock that defense. And probably his final act, if he keeps getting shot by the crossbows here, he's definitely doomed. There goes the Hungarian general, another one anyway. He gets those light melee infantry off the board. And now he's got the option of charging that heavy spear and killing himself, which I think is what he's going for, to be honest. Yeah. The game is up, it seems, to the Hungarians. But they played a really good game, to be honest, to the Hungarians and the Croatians in the defense of Zara here. It's going to be like history, and the defenders are going to lose. Zara is going to be sacked by the Venetians and the Crusaders, and it's going to be a stain on Christianity and all Crusaders that have come before and come beyond, fighting fellow Christians. Disgusting. And there you go, a Pyrrhic victory for the Crusaders and the Venetians. And we'll have a quick look at the end results. As I said, I was playing in this one as the Duchy of Lorraine. It was a really fun one. Thank you to everyone that got involved in the siege. It was a really fun siege. Really close, as you saw. Pyrrhic victory. Barely any Crusaders survived. There was like 1,600, I think, left. Maybe less than that, to be honest, from what I can remember. But yeah, we'll have a quick look at some of the kills. My general here, 419 kills. Very, very nice. Some of my shock, 130 kills, 190 kills there. One of my swords got 130 kills, but yeah, a lot of the rest is getting absolutely focused down by crossbows. I faced like I don't know, 7 crossbows I think I counted at one point, which is disgusting. My crossbows did well, 165 kills, 227, 179, 130, and one of my cav getting 338 kills, and my trebuchet only 16 kills, but it was wasting its ammo making a breach, which we could never really take, actually. Jacoboy playing as the Venetian army near me, helping support my assault. Did a good job with his general, getting 256 kills. His Escute getting 249 kills, 197. The swords getting 132 kills, and the swords here 216 kills, 145. His cross was equally doing well, 236 kills, 176, 160, and his cav getting 183 kills. Then we have Eamon playing as the County of Flanders. His gen getting 119 kills, still very healthy. His dismounted Nex getting 144 kills, 249. Crossbows 116 kills, his cav 152 kills, and yeah, his poor shot getting focused down, sadly. I think in the first wave mostly. There K1 with the second Venetian army, probably the healthier of the two left, as you can see. Still had all of his elite spears to send him, but his lighter spears getting 168 kills. His like medium swords 136 kills. One of his heavies got 273 kills. His crossbows 142 kills, 125, 116. And then the Equatore is getting 161 kills. Then we have No Name playing as the first Kingdom of Hungary army. They spammed out a load of these cheap spears, and they actually did a job holding the line. 89 kills, not too bad. But the crossbows were really the MVPs. 210, 174 kills. Then Admiral playing as the Kingdom of Croatia, bringing a smaller but maybe a slightly more elite army, those communal nobles. So they didn't seem to get many kills, actually, looking at them. Surprised by that. Maybe they were the last stand ones. I don't know. But 229 kills with the trebuchet is naughty. 148 kills here with the Dalmatian sailors. Crossbows 133, 124 kills. So actually, they could bring them as Croatia. I thought they must be able to. His general getting 155 kills. They have Chicken Wolf playing as the second Hungarian army. 203 kills with his general before he fell. His militia spears 162 kills. His spear sergeants 149. Moldavian warriors 110, 116 kills. Then the crossbows 291, 92 kills. 110, 146, and then his Hungarian Knights 296 kills. Very, very nice. Then Hannibal playing as the final Croatian army, 233 kills here with his general, 127 kills with the communal spears, 126 with the spear unit there is also not too bad. His swordsman getting 135 kills, his communal nobles 89 kills and still healthy. Sadly, just mouse routed. Archers 117 kills, 72 kills with the militia crossbows, and his medium cav getting 149 kills. So it's not too shabby either. But there you go, guys. That is today's 1212 AD siege battle. I hope you did enjoy this historical clash. If you did and want to see more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment show your support. It does help out the channel as we work towards 15k subs. And feel free to comment below if there's any historical battles or sieges you want to see recreated. There are plenty that we've already done, so if we've already done them, do check out the video already. But until next time, I'll see you all later.